provide the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Thank you.
State your full name for the record.
Wesley Joe Price.
Mr. Price, you're here today on two different indictments. It's been indicated you're going to be entering a plea to one, a plea of no contest, which means that you're not going to admit you did anything wrong, but you're not going to deny or contest the state's evidence when they tell me what their evidence will be at trial. And that evidence will be used by me to put you on probation for a year. I'll explain further what the significance of that is. But do you understand what you're charged with, and have you seen or been shown a copy of the charges, talking over with Mr. Clemens, you and he discussed the range of punishment you're facing, as well as any possible defenses you might have?
Yes, sir.
Well, it's indicated that you want to enter this plea of no contest. You understand you can plead not guilty to all charges and have a speedy and public trial by jury.
Yes, sir.
You understand if you went to trial, you would be presumed to be, you would have the right to have a lawyer and have one appointed if you cannot afford your own. We've done that with a public defender.
Yes, sir.
You understand that at trial, you would be presumed to be innocent until such time the federal state proves your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt to the satisfaction of all 12 jurors, and their verdict would have to be unanimous before you could be convicted of anything.
Yes, sir.
You understand that if you went to trial, you, Mr. Clemens, could confront and cross-examine every witness the state called to testify, and you could bring in your own witnesses by use of a subpoena.
Yes, sir.
You understand that if you went to trial, you would be presumed to be innocent. You would not have to testify or prove anything, and no inference of guilt would arise because you did not testify at your own trial.
Yes, sir.
You understand that if you went to trial and you were found guilty, you could appeal the conviction and the sentence imposed to the Court of Criminal Appeals and have a lawyer appointed to help you with that appeal.
Yes, sir, I do.
You understand that by entering this plea of no contest, you're waiving your right to a trial and to an appeal. All I'm going to do is to approve what your lawyers worked out. You understand that? Now, you understand that under 4035-313, so-called judicial diversion, that means you're going to be on probation for a year. You're handing me this guilty plea or this no contest plea. I'm going to put it in your file, and for 1 year, you're going to be on probation. If you do everything you're supposed to do, stay out of trouble, and complete the terms of your probation, then at the end of that year, you can apply to have your record expunged. It won't happen automatically. You will have to apply to have it expunged. You understand that? But on the other hand, if you violate the terms of your probation, not only will you have to serve a year in prison, but you could, and it will become a permanent conviction. It could be brought back in front of the court to re-sentence you within the range of punishment for the offense that you're pleading to. You understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
You understand everything I've explained to you?
Yes, sir, I
Do
do.
you want to go ahead and enter a plea of no contest according to this agreement?
Yes, sir, I do.
Is your decision to plead no contest today voluntary?
Yes, sir, it
Is
is.
anybody forcing you to do this against your will?
No, sir.
You understand I cannot accept your plea unless I'm satisfied there is a factual basis for it and that you are in fact guilty.
Yes, sir.
I want you to listen as the state tells me what their evidence will be if this case went to trial. You know?
Yeah, the state would put on proof that on November 6th, 2024, Mr. Price forged a check with his wife or ex-wife's name on it, Denise Price, and tried to utter that check at F&M Bank in Stewart County, Your Honor. And instead of putting it in his account, they put it in her account. So then it violated order of protection, and that's where we are. Everything's been cleared up.
Are you satisfied with your attorney services?
Yes, sir, I am.
Mr. Clemens has done a good job of representing you.
Yes, sir, yes.
Mr. Clemens, you don't have any reason you shouldn't enter this plea.
No, Your Honor.
And Wesley J. Price, upon your plea of no contest in 2025 CR 34 to the count of forgery, I order that you be placed on probation under 4035-313 for a period of 1 year. You'll be on supervised probation. And that is the report. You need to see the probation appointment. So
Yes, sir.
Hayes is on page 3. Ms. Hayes is represented by Crystal Wilkerson. We heard from Ms. Wilkerson today. So many of you heard from Ms. Wilkerson. Trying to locate your lawyer. I don't assume that you've heard from her, have you? To know where she is today.
Actually, is Kendall White here?
Yes.
I don't know if he's filed anything.
I'm sorry, what?
I think Mr. White was supposed to file something on her behalf. I'm not certain.
He's the one that's coming later.
Yes, sir.
Apparently, we've got a lawyer who's going to be coming, but coming later. So just have a seat. See if I can get.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, this case has, I filed two motions on this, one of the most pertinent of which being the request for bond. Your Honor, I have a special request on the case. The Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency has produced a wonderful investigation of this case, full color photographs and stuff. if Your Honor would take this up after the break and if Your Honor would consider reviewing this at the break, this would tell you everything you need to know about the case, more or less. And I would request Your Honor consider doing that before we proceed any further on.
All right. State have any opposition to me reviewing this information? We'll put it on the second call.
Thank you, Judge. May I pass this up?
We have several motions that you have filed, pro se. And I am going to have to recuse myself because you have previously sued me in federal court. And as a result of that, I think it was under the rules of procedure or under the rules of judicial conduct, I would not be able to hear any substantive matters in your case. But do you want a lawyer to represent you since you're in custody?
Mr. Clemens was representing me in General Sessions Court, but now I'm pro se because I moved to circuit court.
All right, Mr. Clemens, you have any problem with, I'm going to go ahead and appoint Mr. Clemens, but Mr. Clemens can explain more fully to you that I would be prohibited from hearing any substantive matters in your case because of the fact that you had sued me in federal court. So I'm going to appoint him to represent you, and then we'll see if you can have those motions reset in front of a different judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor, Mr. Boyd has a civil case, all the judges in the judicial districts have refused, that would be the same for this criminal case.
That's what I was gonna thank you.
All four judges have recused themselves
I
from
think so.
Mr. Lloyd's cases. So then we need to have Judge Lockhart Nash, the presiding judge, reach out to get a special judge.
Okay, I'll send her an email.
You have a lawyer. Let's see what Mr. Clemens can help you with, and then we'll get you a judge.
Thank you, Judge.
It's alleged that you were placed on probation for a period of 4 years that have been extended for 1 year on the 8th day of July 2024 for the offense of theft. It is alleged that you have violated the terms of your probation by using the illegal drug of fentanyl as evidenced by the results of a drug test conducted on February the 2nd, 2026 and confirmed positive by the lab for fentanyl. That is a violation of your probation, which could mean that if we have a hearing and you're found guilty, then you could be revoked to serve the entirety of your 4-year sentence. So that's what your place was, show that he's been arraigned. We'll give you a copy of that. The question I had asked you is, do you want a lawyer to represent you? Pardon?
Yes, sir. Probably do.
Yes, you probably do. Do you want to hire one? Are you able to hire a lawyer of your own choosing?
No, not really.
Raise your right hand. Let's place you under oath.
You solemnly swear from the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so be God.
I'm going to have you fill out what's called an affidavit of income and expenses for me to determine. It's not an automatic thing that just, you want a lawyer and you want to have one appointed. The only people who can get an attorney appointed are people who are indigent. Inmates, for example, they have no means of hiring a lawyer, so we automatically appoint one of them. If you've made bond, then I have to have evidence before me to determine that you are eligible to have an attorney appointed because you are indigent and you don't have the ability. We'll come back to you after you've